Have you ever locked eyes with your cat, really locked eyes, and felt this strange, quiet question rise up inside you? What do they actually see when they look at me? Not just physically, but who am I to them? What am I? Because here's the thing most cat owners never stop to consider. Your cat doesn't see you the way you think they do, not even close. The image they've built of you in their mind, the one that makes their tail lift when you walk through the door, the one that pulls them across the room just to press their forehead against yours. That image has almost nothing to do with your face. It's stranger than that, more layered, more beautiful. Science and feline behavior have quietly been dismantling everything we thought we knew about how cats perceive the people they love. And what researchers have found is not just surprising, it's the kind of thing that changes how you sit with your cat on a Tuesday night, how you interpret that slow blink across the room, how you understand what it means when they choose every single day to be near you. In this video, we're going to go deep. We'll talk about what your cat's eyes actually process when they look at you. We'll explore how your cat categorizes you in their social world. And I promise, the answer is not what you're expecting. We'll get into the mother-kitten bond that never quite ends. And we'll look at the science of what your cat feels when they're around you. If you've ever loved a cat and wondered whether they love you back, stay with me. Because by the end of this, you're going to see your cat completely differently. And if you want more videos like this, content that actually takes your cat's inner world seriously, consider subscribing. Not for the channel, for them, because understanding them better is the greatest gift you can give. Let's begin. Number 1, you're a blur with a heartbeat. Close your eyes for a second and picture this. You walk into a room. Your cat is sitting on the couch, watching you. You smile at them. You think they see you, your face, your expression, maybe even the warmth in your eyes. But here's what they actually see, a softly blurred shape. Moving, warm, slightly out of focus, like a photograph someone forgot to fully develop. Cats are crepuscular hunters, which means their eyes evolved to excel in low-light conditions, at dusk and dawn, tracking fast-moving prey. What that gives them is extraordinary motion sensitivity and peripheral vision. What it costs them is fine detail and color at a distance. At just 6 feet away, your face is genuinely soft to them, undefined, impressionistic. And those colors you're wearing? Reds, pinks, warm tones, they register as muted, grayish blobs. The vibrant world you live in is, to your cat, a quieter, cooler, less defined version of itself. And yet, they know you. Instantly. Completely. Because your face was never the point. Instead, your cat has built a portrait of you using an entirely different set of senses. The specific weight of your footstep on the floor. The frequency of your voice when you call their name, not the word, the resonance. The way you smell, which shifts depending on your mood, your health, even what you ate that day. The cadence of your daily routine, the particular sound of your keys, the creak of your chair, the time the refrigerator opens each morning. One researcher described it beautifully. A cat can recognize their person from a single sound in a completely dark house before you've said a word. Your face is a blur, but your presence, your pattern, your energy, your rhythm is something they know more intimately than you probably know yourself. You're not a face to them. You're a living, breathing signature. And the fact that they've memorized yours? That's not instinct, that's love. But if cats don't categorize you by how you look, how do they categorize you at all? The answer to that is one of the most fascinating things in feline psychology, and it's coming up next. Number 2, you're not a human. You're a behavior pattern they've learned to trust. Think about the last time you came home after a long, hard day. Maybe you were tense, moving differently. Your voice had an edge to it, even if you didn't say anything wrong. And if you have a cat, you might have noticed something subtle. They were watching you more carefully. Maybe they didn't jump up for the usual greeting. Maybe they sat a few feet away, just observing. Your cat didn't know why you were stressed, but they knew something had shifted. Here's why. Cats don't experience the world through categories the way we do. They don't look at you and file you under human or owner or even friend. Instead, they map the world through behavior patterns. And you are one of the most important maps they've ever made. In their mind, you are a collection of reliable signals. The time you wake up, the tone of your voice when things are normal versus when something is off, the rhythm of your schedule, the sounds of your routines, the emotional weather you carry when you enter a room. Over months and years, they have built a model of you that is startlingly precise. This is also why disruption hits them so hard. When you rearrange furniture, change your schedule, or return home carrying stress like a coat you can't take off, your cat doesn't experience that as a bad week. They experience it as the pattern breaking, and the pattern is their compass. There's something quietly profound about this. You didn't earn your cat's trust by looking a certain way or belonging to the right species. You earned it through repetition. Through showing up, again and again, behaving the way they've come to expect. Every time you fed them at the same time, called them in the same voice, sat in the same chair, you were writing yourself into their sense of reality. Identity to a cat isn't something you are, it's something you do. And if they've decided you're trustworthy, you're not just recognized, you're woven into the fabric of their world, which brings us to something even stranger. And honestly, kind of wonderful. Because your cat hasn't just learned to trust you. They've placed you inside a very specific category in their social world, a category you might not expect. Number 3, surprise. Your cat thinks you're a cat. Here's something that will make you look at your cat completely differently the next time they headbutt your chin. That gesture, slow, deliberate, pressing their forehead against your face, isn't affection in a general sense. It's a ritualized social behavior, one that cats perform with specific individuals they consider part of their inner circle. In other words, their own kind. Cats don't form hierarchical packs. They build loose, intimate colonies with select individuals they trust, colonies based on mutual respect, shared scent, and consistent gentle presence. Within those colonies, they communicate through a very specific set of gestures: slow blinking, cheek rubbing, nuzzling, grooming. These aren't random behaviors. They're the language of belonging. And when your cat slow blinks at you from across the room, when they rub their cheek along your leg or suddenly lick your hand with that sandpaper tongue, they're speaking that exact language to you. They've classified you, consciously or not, as a fellow colony member, a feline of sorts. A very large, very strange, suspiciously hairless one who doesn't quite understand the protocol, but who shows up reliably and can be trusted. There's a moment a lot of cat owners describe, the first time their cat brought them something. A crumpled receipt, a hair tie, a very dead moth. And most people laugh it off as random weirdness, but it's not random at all. It mirrors the behavior of a mother cat bringing prey back to her kittens. It's a gesture of inclusion. I caught this and I'm sharing it with you, which means they've placed you inside the ritual of survival itself, not as an owner receiving a gift, as a companion sharing a hunt. Do cats know on some level that we're not actually cats? Probably. But here's the remarkable thing. They don't seem to care. The biological categories we obsess over, species, ownership, are meaningless to the feline social mind. What matters is whether you're safe, whether you're consistent, whether you've earned a place inside the circle, and if you have, fur or no fur, you're in. But here's where it gets even more intimate. Because the role your cat has assigned you isn't just colony member. For many cats, it's something far more primal than that. Number 4, you're not just their friend, you're their mother. Stay with me here, because this one is going to land differently than you expect. Think about the last time your cat climbed into your lap, began rhythmically kneading your thigh, and slowly, visibly, melted. Eyes half closed, purring at a frequency that you could feel in your chest. That behavior, that slow pushing motion of their paws, is called kneading. And it's not just cute, it's a nursing behavior. Kittens knead their mother's belly to stimulate milk flow. It's one of the first physical memories their nervous system ever stores. When your adult cat kneads your lap, they are not just relaxing. They are reaching, unconsciously, instinctively, for the most comforting sensation their brain has ever known. And you are the one they've associated it with. Feline behaviorists have noted something striking about the relationship adult cats maintain with the humans they bond to. It doesn't look like an adult friendship. It looks like a kitten-mother dynamic that was never fully resolved. The evidence is everywhere once you see it. Adult cats rarely meow at other adult cats. They communicate with each other through scent, body language, slow blinks, but they meow, constantly, specifically, at humans. Why? Because meowing is kitten language. It's how kittens call to their mothers. Your cat has preserved that behavior into adulthood, specifically for you. Following you from room to room, crying when you leave, sleeping pressed against your body when you're sick. These aren't personality quirks. These are kitten behaviors, mapped directly onto the most trusted relationship in their adult life. One woman described it once. My cat doesn't follow me everywhere because she's clingy. She follows me because I'm her safe place, and safe places are worth staying close to. When your cat licks your hand, presses their face against yours, or grooms your hair, they are not performing generic affection. They are reenacting the most emotionally significant relationship their brain has ever held, the one that meant warmth and safety, and I am not alone. And out of every human, every voice, every presence in the world, they chose you for that role. That's not an accident. And it doesn't happen because you buy the right food. It happens because of how you show up day after day in all the small moments that don't feel like they matter. But to your cat, they matter enormously. And the reason they matter so much brings us to the final piece, the one that might just be the most quietly astonishing of all. Number 5, your cat doesn't just live with you, they feel you. Let's put the old myth to rest once and for all. The cold, aloof, indifferent cat who tolerates humans only for the food bowl? Science has dismantled it completely. And if you've ever had a cat sit down beside you on the floor during a hard cry, not to play, not to be fed, just to be there, you already knew it wasn't true. Cats are remarkably attuned to human emotional states. They read micro-shifts in your body language, the quality of your voice, the pace of your movements, but it goes deeper than behavior. When you're anxious, your body produces stress hormones that alter your scent. Your cat notices. They may become more watchful, or give you more space, or, in that way some cats have, press themselves quietly against your side like a warm, living anchor. Think about that. They're not reacting to what you said. They're reacting to what your chemistry said. They're reading you at a level that is, in a very real sense, beneath language. Researchers studying feline attachment have found something that stopped them in their tracks. Cats form attachment styles, secure, anxious, avoidant, that mirror patterns documented in human child psychology. A securely bonded cat explores confidently and returns to their person for emotional regulation, exactly the way a child returns to a trusted caregiver after venturing into the unknown. Your cat isn't just reacting to the world around them. They are building, and over months, over years, a psychological model of your relationship, of what you mean to them, of what it feels like when you're near, and what it feels like when you're not. A researcher once put it simply, a bonded cat doesn't just know where you are, they know how you are. That quiet presence on the pillow beside you on your worst days isn't coincidence. It isn't instinct in the cold, mechanical sense. It is empathy expressed in the only language they have, proximity, warmth, and the simple, steady choice to stay close. You are not background noise in your cat's life. You are the emotional center of it. And when they press their paws into your chest, close their eyes and purr, they're not just comfortable. They're home. Your cat doesn't know your face, but they know you, your rhythm, your scent, your energy, the specific way you exist in a room. And they chose to build their whole sense of safety around that. That's not nothing. That's everything. If you like this video, subscribe. There's a lot more where this came from, and a like genuinely helps this reach more people who love their cats as much as you do. One last thing, drop a comment and tell me where in the world you're watching from. I'm always curious about the humans on the other side of the screen, and the cats sitting next to them. I'll see you in the next one.